Hi, this is Matt with Rockscars Magazine, having the pristine privilege of interviewing Mr. Blaze Bayley. Blaze, thank you for doing this interview with us. Last time I talked to you, we were talking about Denny's and how it's your favorite restaurant.
Yeah, we've had a few Denny's on this trip. We've had a long drive. We've stopped for dinner and had a takeout from Denny's. We can't really eat in a lot. We don't have a lot of time. We're always moving, and the drives are really long. But I have enjoyed Denny's. Slightly disappointed they've changed the menu. But then again, the last time I had Denny's was about 14 years ago. So I probably expected to do that. But they have some nice cheesy things on there now. They've got a special extra cheese lovers menu, which obviously not that healthy for me, but very tasty.
Nor I, but you know,
yeah,
but
very tasty.
I think that even the stuff that they say is bad for you is health food because it helps you here.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And I know that you're an avid bike rider. Being in the United States, are you going to get a chance to hit the open road here?
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping I might have a little bit of time off in LA. There might be a little bit of time around San Antonio that if I've got a chance to rent a Harley, then I'll do that. But I don't know. You know, it's a tough schedule because we're trying to get as many places as we can, and you know, do it as cheaply as possible. The important thing is being able to come here, meet the fans, and show the fans that I'm serious about touring in the US. I'd like to come every year if it's possible. So that's the main thing I'd like to do. I'd like to bring all, you know, I'd like to include the US in all of my tours. I've had such great support from all the fans in the USA. So I'd like to be able to do that. So we're keeping it, the tour's on a budget, and it's a lot of travelling, but the reaction that I've had from the fans has been incredible. Absolutely, you just can't believe it, you know. And this is like a greatest hits kind of thing. I'm playing things from, well, back in the Wolfsbane days, from my first album.
Are you playing Manhunt? I love that.
No, we're not playing that.
Cool. All right.
No. So we're going back to the first album, right, you know, up to my own solo stuff and some Maiden stuff. So I was a bit worried about the set list because I didn't know. I haven't been here for such a long time, and I've done such a lot since I've been here. And but most fans have said they like the set list, so I've stuck with it.
Well, that's great. Anything you're really excited about playing tonight?
Well, everything really. I just enjoy performing. Every time that we've done the show, people have reacted in different ways to different songs. So, and it's really cool to see people reacted the first time they've heard the song, some of the songs live as well. You know, so that's really good. So it's been a lot of fun. I've just had incredible support and encouragement from all the fans in the USA. So I'd you know, just hope it goes well tonight.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I mean, I've seen you live a couple times. I mean, unfortunately, it's been quite a long time, and you're magnificent. This is a very, very great vocalist. What I want to ask you is just, you know, some basic questions. I heard that, you know, last time we talked, you were engaged. How's that been going?
Yeah, I'm still engaged. We were lucky enough to get pregnant, and I've got a baby daughter now.
Oh,
so my partner, we were going to get married in September, and she said she didn't want to get married being all puffy and pregnant. So we've had to delay that, but we have got a beautiful baby daughter. So sometime next year, she's called Alice.
Alice,
yeah,
okay,
like Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, so that's a lot. It's difficult to leave her. But I had 4 weeks at home just after the birth. I had 4, you know, and then when I get back, then I finish mid-December, and I've just got 1 gig in Poland, and I don't do anything touring-wise until March. So I should have plenty of time at home.
That's good. Yeah, for Christmas, that's excellent.
Yeah, so you know, so it's good. So on that side of things are going okay.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that, and you know, it's great to have you here in the U.S. Is there anything else you want to tell us, you know, about your new album? Your next album?
What's happening right now is my 2 albums, The Man Who Would Not Die and Promise and Terror, should be available on Candlelight throughout the US if people want to check that out. And also, if you want to visit BlazeBayley.net, then you can get them from there as well if you can't find them in stores. They're available on iTunes if you want to download. And there's a new Wolfsbane album now, and if you go to WolfsbaneHMS.com, you can pre-order that album. You can probably get it for Christmas, and then next year that comes out proper in February. There's a little Wolfsbane tour that we're doing before Christmas as well. And then next year, I'm hoping around April, I'm going to bring something new out, Blaze Bayley, and I'm pretty excited about that. And at the moment, the tour is being planned for next year, and we're working backwards. And I'm really hoping that we can get something together to come and visit the fans in the USA.
Oh, great! Is are you going to do anything with the Wolfsbane on this side of the Atlantic?
It's too early to say because we just got back together. And it's not a full-time thing, but my own stuff, I'm Blaze Bayley, the singer, and I tour all over the place, and that's my full-time thing that I make a living from. But as Wolfsbane, we all do different things, so we get together for short periods of time to do that. So, I don't know. We'll see how the album does. I mean, next year, if somebody likes the album, if somebody starts promoting the hell out of the album, then great, we might be able to visit.
Very good. I know you're an avid music lover, not just metal. You got a wide variety of different musics that you're into. What do you think of the contemporary music scene? I mean, like Lady Gaga and...
Well, I'd like to work with Lady Gaga, definitely. I think there's certainly something interesting with the combination of the voices and the fashion with my pure metal.
I think that'd be really cool.
And the dark, soulful melancholy of my voice, and the way that Lady Gaga sounds, and she does write her own music. I think there's something there, and I think it could be a real great combination, or absolutely awful. But I certainly think that Lady Gaga and I, could do something interesting.
I think it'd be something you would have to listen to. You would have to either way, whatever the result.
I don't think you can predict what it would sound like.
No, anything else in the modern day music scene that you're really a fan of?
Yeah, well, if you do any interviews with her, tell her,
I will.
I'm open to working with her.
I will. I mean, it's on my
the
Facebook
next Lady
page.
Gaga interview, just tell her that, okay?
It's on my Facebook page. Favorite singers, Blaze Bayley. No, I definitely would do that, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But is there anything else? I mean, what do you think of the modern day metal scene compared to
what's happening is now that a lot of the young bands, that are starting out the same age as I was when I started, in their teens, people are coming out now and there are singers appearing again. Not just vocalists, but people who are carrying a tune and thinking about the lyrics and actually being a singer. And that's what I really like. There's a few of the harder vocalists that I like the guy from Behemoth, and I like Tom Araya. But there's not many of those guys that really float my boat. Though I love a lot of that music.
I know you like Sepultura.
Yeah, and Max he's one of my favourite vocalists of that ilk. But now there are singers coming out now. People seem to be gaining the confidence, and that music's so old now that people are listening to it with fresh ears, coming out doing that. Young bands are doing their own interpretation of it. So I think it may be in 4 or 5 years we're going to see a lot of traditional styled rock and metal bands with that style of singing, and I think it's a very exciting time.
I do too. I'm glad to hear your take on that, because I know that you're just not locked into metal, so that's pretty cool. And this has been really great talking to you. You're actually so into the music scene, which is wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this interview?
I'd just like to say a huge thanks to all the fans in the USA for the support and encouragement that they've given me, and it's been a real pleasure to do this tour. And I just visit BlazeBayley.net to keep up with what I'm doing, and thanks everybody for all the support that you've given me on the tour.
Hi, this is Matt with Blaze Bayley of Wolfsbane, Blaze Bayley and Iron Maiden, and hoping that you and Alice and your beloved fiance are going to have a great time once you get back, and I'm wishing you all the best as well. God bless you.